like to welcome now our next speaker. It's Ulrich. Ulrich works for Visometry, and he's going to talk about Twyn, ensure quality, save time and money with AR and digital twins. Ulrich, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, and thank you for giving me the chance to present Visometry. Visometry is a company from Darmstadt, and we are focusing on augmented reality quality control. And my name is Ulrich Bockholt. And we have established the company Visometry in 2018, and our first product in this context was a tool for developer, an SDK for developers called VisionLib. And VisionLib is now used by many augmented reality companies that are developing their own product in the field of maintenance support or in the field of developing augmented reality eye catchers for trade fairs and so on. And so, for example, in this upper case, you have to imagine that you're a service technician that has to do very complex maintenance tasks, and via augmented reality, the service technician is guided step by step through very difficult maintenance procedures. And in the lower case, you see an application that Daimler has developed on basis of VisionLib to show the visitors of the booth how this powertrain component works and to give an insight into this complex technology. And this is our basic technology. But the very in particular thing about our technology is that we can track objects within the camera images. So as an input data, we need a 3D model, a CAD model of the object to be tracked. And with our technology, we can track different 3D objects at the same time. And thus, we can track also the interrelation of these 3D objects, the relation of these objects to each other. And that offers us much possibilities to exploit this technology for quality control. And in quality control, you have very good scenarios. On the one hand side, you have a manual inspection, and this works very well, but it's very difficult if you have very complex structures to do the quality control with manual measurements. And on the other side, you have these wonderful metrological systems, for example, from Faro or from COM with 3D scanners or with measurement arms. And this is really a very, very good technology. But it takes a long time to do the quality control if you have very complex objects. And augmented reality offers a possibility to have something in between. On the one hand side, you can do very complex measurements with that, very complex inspection tasks. And on the other side, an inspection takes 10 minutes. You just upload your 3D model onto your iPad, and then you are identifying differences between the CAD world and the real world that you are capturing with your camera. And this is some examples of our reference customer who has realized this technology together with us. It's Krone Landmaschinen. And at Krone, they are manufacturing different machinery every day for different tasks in agriculture. And now they are testing, they are verifying these objects. They get delivered from their suppliers with this augmented reality technology. So they are using that for incoming goods inspection. and they are just capturing this with the camera of the tablet, and they are superimposing the CAD models, and thus very, very fast they can identify derivations between the CAD world and the captured object. You see here some examples how they are doing that and how they can classify it as an NIO case or an IO case. And our system works without markers. We are just tracking the 3D model, and thus it's very, very fast to set up a new scenario. You just load the model on the iPad. You're starting the tracking, and then at once you can identify the differences. So incoming good inspection is one scenario, how people are using this technology. For example, they can identify if all these holders are exactly placed and exactly configured. And on the other side, we are using this technology also for end-of-line control. So when we have already realized some complex assembly of a complex product, we can identify if all these parts are assembled correctly and if the relation of these parts is exactly fitting with the CAD specification. And in this case, we have identified, for example, a lock barrel that was misplaced in this scenario, or a camera holder that was misplaced, and thus we can also control assemblies in an end-of-line control scenario. And so we have different components. We have Twyn Studio, which runs on a PC to load the CAD model. We have Twyn View, which runs on the iPad. And the result is a documentation that shows all the steps that you have done in your quality control procedure, and that is showing the classification and the derivations within a PDF document. And the steps that we are choosing now is that we want to automate the quality control procedure, in the sense that we have one part, which is the control part, and the other part, which is the reference part. And now we are tracking if the control part in relation to the reference part, it's really placed correctly. If it is placed correctly, we are marking that in red. If it is, we are marking that in green. If it is missing, we are marking that in red. And if it is close to the position where it should be, we are marking that in blue. And thus, this will be the way that we will go to give more and more automation into the quality control supported in augmented reality. And this is the result of our technology. So incoming good inspections showing the derivations between CAD world and real world, and end-of-line scenario showing misassembled components, missing components, and bringing that into a report that can be established within 10 minutes. This gives high value to our customers, and we have now more than 200 customers of VisionLib, but at the moment 15 customers of Twyn, which is the turnkey solution for our quality control. And Twyn is the new product we have launched in May this year. So this is the very quick overview to our technology. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Ulrich. Thank you, Ulrich, from Visometry. Any questions? Jury members or participants here, please feel free to ask questions.
So if I got it right, it's especially interesting for the production of one-off products, lot size one. Is that true?
Yes. So because it's so fast to do the quality inspection, It's in particular helpful for unicard manufacturing to just upload the model and test if it works. If you have a serial production, maybe you find a much better technology that you can install inline and that it's much more efficient.
Thank you, Ulrich.
Thank you
Bockholt.
also.